Pandemic and the rise of AI have rapidly changed what businesses and individuals like you and I must do today to stay relevant and to thrive. And as with all changes, it can get really overwhelming at the start and make us feel like we're drowning in this sea of uncertainty. So how can we break free of this feeling, stay relevant, and possibly even get ahead of our competition? I'm going to share with you the 3 steps I've used. My name is Dominic, and I've made 7 figures as an internet entrepreneur. I also mentor other entrepreneurs to be able to start and to scale their businesses to the $1 million ranges. Now, I'm going to start by sharing with you a real-life case study of how I implemented the 3 steps that I'm about to share with you, so that you can have a better idea and also a better feel on how you can apply them in your own life and your own business as well. Now, besides running my own digital businesses, where I promote digital products, either that I create or I promote as an affiliate, I also have my own education business where I used to run in-person events. And I love them because, I get a lot of adrenaline rush connecting with action takers and seeing them getting results using what I teach. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit and running in-person workshops was no longer an option. So I had to pivot very quickly to conduct this thing called virtual workshops, which is a whole different ballgame. I had to quickly master new technologies, new platforms, and I had to go and find a way to connect with people digitally through a camera and hold their attention. Now, obviously, it felt very overwhelming at first, and there were many rough patches, rough times. But through taking these 3 simple and specific steps, I overcame those challenges, I digitized my entire education business, and I even moved into new markets. So what are the 3 steps? So step 1, have a clear outcome. Because the outcome will determine what are the steps that you need to take and maybe what skills or other resources that you need to acquire. And when you have a clear outcome, you will then be able to focus your efforts, avoid the distractions better, and obviously make sure you stay on track. At that point in time, the moment the news came out that we cannot have any more offline events, my event organizer and we came together and we agreed upon the outcome, which was to deliver the workshop digitally to the people who have committed to join me on that specific weekend. So with this in mind, we sat down, we came up with a checklist of things that we needed to do and to get in order to achieve the outcome. Then we split that list of things to do. So they would, for example, pick up the phone call and actually call the participants. And on my end, I will go figure out how to use Zoom to even do virtual workshops. And looking back, there were a lot of things that we could have done a lot better. But at that point in time, with a lack of resources, we just did whatever we could to the best of our knowledge, our capability, with whatever resources that we could find. And we managed to actually pull off our first virtual workshop and still get raving feedbacks. So here's my question to you. What is your outcome? Are you looking to start a side business? Or do you already have a business and you're now looking to get more leads? Or do you want to improve your conversions, like the percentage of people buying from you when they come to your website or your business? Now, whatever it is, okay, you got to start with defining a clear outcome. Here comes step 2, which is to make adapting compulsory. Why? Because it's always more comfortable not to do anything new and to keep status quo. And there's always this inner voice, the irritating inner voice that will come up and have some excuses to keep things the way it is. And it will say things like, things will somehow get better. It's not that serious. Let's wait until tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes, and stuff like that. So anyway, I've got a separate video on my YouTube channel talking about some of the ways that I personally use to make sure that I get things done, no matter my mood or no matter what that inner voice throws at me. You can watch that after this if you want. So I'm not going to cover that here. Now, for me back then, my biggest driving force was not to let my participants down. And moreover, I knew that if this actually turned into a pandemic, based on the rumors, that many of them would really need the skills I'm about to share with them in order to stay relevant and to stay competitive. So that helped me make adapting a compulsory thing. And because it was compulsory, my brain started to notice things and think of things that I ordinarily don't think of. And when I was able to identify new opportunities, like new markets, and I was more willing to take more risks to capitalize on them. And most importantly, I found myself being more open to new ideas and being willing to embrace this thing called change. And obviously, this also led me later on to finally create those programs that I've always been putting off for years. Like, for example, the Yes Getter program, where I help my clients and my graduates to improve their sales so that they can scale faster. Hey, it's Dominic here again, and I hope you've been getting tremendous value out of what I've been sharing with you so far. If you want to take your life and your business to the next level, I strongly suggest you to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. And I'll be able to send you updates whenever there's new videos just like this that will come up. Alright, so in the meantime, let's return back to where we left off. Now, third step is you gotta learn and implement faster. Everything is evolving so quickly. So by the time we figure things out on our own, through trial and error, our competitors could be like 10 steps ahead of us. So what that means to us is we don't have any more time to waste figuring things out on our own. And actually the good news is we don't have to figure out things on our own anymore, because whatever that you want to get, whatever you want to achieve, someone else would have already gotten it or achieved it before us. So at the end of the day, I came to that realization and I figured out that it might be faster if I can master it by learning from other people. So I picked up books, I attended workshops, and I even invested in coaching. And in just 2 weeks, I shortcut my way. And what happened was I was able to conduct my first virtual workshop with a lot more confidence. And I had this step-by-step kind of like feel and example. And that helped me eliminate obviously a lot of uncertainty, a lot of self-doubts. And I get to skip potentially years of frustration and costly mistakes that I would have definitely made if I tried to figure all these things out on my own. And that's probably why you may have heard of athletes and top business leaders having their own coaches and mentors as well. So to recap, here are 3 steps you can do to stay relevant and to get ahead of your competitors. Step 1, have a clear outcome. Step 2, make adapting compulsory. Step 3, learn and implement faster. Now, I challenge you to take action today and start implementing these 3 steps. So leave a comment below and let me know what steps you're taking to stay ahead of your competition. And obviously, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future content that could make a big positive impact to you and your business. In the meantime, check out other videos in my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.